I think of Shubhi as kind of a force of nature in a way. When she gets dedicated to something, she follows through, she does all the research required for an idea, she gets people on board, she is not easily deterred, and does it all with this like bright confidence that you can't help but be caught up in.
She's open-minded and she has this innate curiosity about people, about the world, about the process, and she will ask you questions that shows that she's thinking deeply, she's probing. I oversee the Guyette Leadership Fellows program, of which Shubhi was a fellow for a couple years. Shubhi stood out from the beginning. She came in, obviously, with very strong academic accomplishment, one of the highest GPAs applications we've seen. She was very eloquent, and she was very thoughtful, very articulate. And obviously, now we know it was definitely the right choice, and she was a very effective fellow.
Shubhi first came to CILSA as a student leader in our social action leadership team. She was in a capacity where she helped her peers actually get involved in service as well as social justice education. And so Shubhi got connected with the Monument Crisis Center in Concord and worked with them to create financial literacy materials for adults in that community. That's where you really saw Shubhi's passion for finance connect with her passion for justice and change and really making something that's useful in people's lives. I think Shubhi just really has this interest in making sure that the knowledge about finance and the knowledge about how money works doesn't just stay among a choice group of people. I think what makes Shubhi exemplary is that ability to connect, in the words of CILSA, her head and her heart and her hands. So to connect the academic knowledge and her intellect with what she believes, with what she's driven for, with who she's called to be in the world, with exactly what she's doing with her hands and with exactly how she is operating in the world.
She has this maturity about her that I saw it even when she was a sophomore, and she really does have that genuine passion to connect and make an impact in the world. Is that she wants to not only give back, but she really does want to impact.
On behalf of the St. Mary's College Alumni Association, it is my honor to award the Emerging Leader Award to Shubhi Badjatiya. Congratulations, Shubhi.
So Shubhi.
Yes.
So we heard in the video that when you were approaching graduation, it was important for you to connect your experience in the business world with your passion for social justice and the poor. And for a lot of these questions we'll be asking, they will be just based on curiosity. This, I want some guidance because I'm a finance major in the business world and also have similar passions. What are you doing today to connect those things, and how did that affect you then?
Awesome. So I'm actually really thankful to work for an organization that allows giving back to be really easy. So I lead our Analyst Impact Committee at BlackRock, which is a subset of our overall social philanthropy division. And so as a part of that committee, apart from my day job, I get to manage my budget, and we put on events where we get to really be out in the community and create those opportunities for people who might not necessarily be able to donate monetarily, but can definitely donate with their time. So last year we basically created over 100 opportunities that resulted in about 300 hours of volunteer work done all across BlackRock, which is really cool.
That is really cool. Did you come into St. Mary's with that, or when you, how did you connect with CILSA? Because we've heard so many great stories about your work with CILSA, how you inspired students around you, and I'm just wondering how that connection started and how the interest grew.
Yeah, definitely. So I actually grew up going back to India. So I was raised in the Bay Area, grew up in Pleasanton, but over the course of my life had really gone back and gotten to see a really drastic vision of the world, right? There was one hand of India that is so incredibly affluent and another that is incredibly impoverished. And to reconcile those two, I was really curious about. And I hadn't really understood the level of economic injustice that occurs in America as well. And as I got more exposure to that through CILSA and the lack of opportunity, that really helped me kind of figure out a way that I could give back in my country here.
I know another organization you were involved with and received a scholarship from was the Financial Women of San Francisco. How did that impact your journey, and how are you still involved with that today?
Totally. So I work with them in a pro bono consulting-esque way. So with FWSF, they're a really great organization that's kind of centered around empowerment of women and really bridging the pay gap between men and women that exists today. And so I've been working with them to help them rethink their strategy about how they're appealing to a younger audience and how they can make finance relevant when there's so much change in the industry.
Awesome. All right, we're getting down to our last questions. And this one comes back to St. Mary's. Thinking about your time as a student, in all the things you were involved in and all the ways you connected with your faculty, friends, classmates here, what is a memory that you treasure most about your time at St. Mary's?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I don't think it's a specific memory that it culminates to, but it's a series of experiences that I've had with my closest friends. And I remember there was this one moment specifically, probably like senior year of college, we were all reunited, we had done various studying abroad internships and things like that, and so after the summer, we were like, this is senior year, this is us. And it was awesome, we were all living together, a lot of them are here today too, so shout out. And at that moment, I really had felt like when people say you're gonna meet your best friends in college and they'll be your friends for life, like that specific moment, like of just us eating dinner together, I was like, yeah, these are my people. Yeah. And so I think that was it.
That's awesome.
It's a
Yeah.
mic drop moment. It's an honor to honor you. Thank you for taking the time out to come down.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.